Hi, I'm Chris White, President of ViaSim Solutions, the makers of pen blocks. Welcome to the first part of a four-part series on understanding business systems and choosing the right tool for the job. So let's start with a definition of a system. A system is any collection of parts or entities that interact and interconnect to accomplish some goal or objective. So essentially a system is a set of parts and the relations among those parts. With that kind of definition, it's easy to see that many business processes and activities can be considered a system. The parts are the people, the computers, the equipment, and other resources that work together to accomplish some specific job. Now, let's talk about the complexity level of a system. We said that a system is made up of parts and the relations among those parts. So we're going to draw a diagram. On the x-axis, the number of parts will be represented. On the y-axis, the number of relations will be presented. A system that has few parts and few relations among those parts will be considered a low complexity system or a simple system. At the other end of the spectrum, a system that has many parts and many relations among those parts can be considered high complexity or what we call a complex system. Now, if we take this diagram to simplify it, we're going to break it into four quadrants. Low complexity being at the lower left, high complexity at the upper right. The other two quadrants would be medium complexity. Now, I like sports, so I'm going to use sports analogies. A simple system can be represented by a golf team. Now, I'm not saying that golf is simple, but a golf team is a simple system. The players play in isolation, and other than motivational pep talks, don't directly influence the performance of other golfers. Now, at the other end of the spectrum is a soccer team or a football team. With a soccer team, there are relations among the players and everyone can influence the performance of the other players on the team through coordination, teamwork, set plays, blocking opposing players, making passes, things like that. Now, why do we care about system complexity? Well, the type of complexity determines how we influence or change the system or business process, usually for the purpose of improvement. So for a golf team or a simple business process, you want to focus on the parts. So using the golf team as an example, the way to improve the golf team is to improve each of the individual players. Improve the parts and you improve the performance of the whole system. Now, for a complex system or complex business process, you want to focus on the relations. So if we take the example of a soccer team, you want to focus on the coordination and the teamwork among those players. Now granted, just like a golf team, with a soccer team you can improve the individual players, but major improvements come from improving the coordination or the relations among those parts. So in a simple business process, the parts dominate the performance of the system. At the other end of the spectrum, in a complex business process, the relations dominate the performance. So the next time you want to improve a business process, first, understand whether that's a simple or complex business process. Then you'll know where to focus. Thank you.